Let's have a little look at their roller coaster of a relationship first.
You have won a romantic dinner date with the housemate of your choice. Obviously, Adam.
Will you marry me?
A joke's a joke, but like the whole house is watching the joke.
I think it fancies you.
You know that, babe, but fucking hell, marriage. It's too close to home, okay? You can't joke with someone's fucking feelings like that.
It's done.
You fucked it now. What is this dude really on? First of all, you make me look like a fool, bitch. Then you laughed in my face. It's like everyone's at his expense. But yet he doesn't want to be made to look like the fool, but you want to make other people look like the fool.
You would shit on me? Did you just...
I'd shit on him in a fucking heartbeat, mate. Yeah. I think a few people want to shit on you, Adam, babe. So I won't be worrying about Bex.
I think it's only you and Lydia that wouldn't really shit on me, so who cares? That's what I said.
I was joking, just like you was joking the other day. I was joking with you, but clearly...
That's the first thing you've said to me in the last 2 days, Siobhan. It's the first thing you said to me.
Yeah, but you know the reasons why, so...
And I apologize for those reasons.
Lately, I've probably seen the real Adam. The Adam I saw before is not what I've seen the last 2 days.
Oh, all right.
At all. I don't have nothing. I'm not dating. I'm not going out with anyone. I'm nowhere near having a family, but yet it's a joke at my expense. So we'll just agree to somewhat disagree.
Yes.
But we'll work on it.
Absolutely.
Right. Okay. Shall we go in? Because it is like -2 degrees.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
So Benedict... Oh, deserves a round of applause, yeah. Do you think there's something going on there? Do you have an opinion on this relationship?
Well, they are very close. And also, when Siobhan was describing a perfect man, she referred to Chris, and she talked about how she liked kind of the bit of the bad boy, bit cheeky, the rounder guy, and ideally he would be taller.
Do the maths. So a taller version of Chris is Adam.
Yeah. Well, no, fitting in with those descriptions. I'm not saying he's a taller version
Make
of Chris.
him taller, and it's Adam. Ian, do you think they fancy each other?
I think Adam, because he kind of had a little move with Lydia, didn't he, to start off with. I think he's just looking for any port in a storm, I would suggest, really.
Right.
But I think that she's got a little crush on him, yeah, definitely.
I mean, that face says it all there, Dr.
Definitely
Fingate.
not,
No?
Ian.
Are you a real doctor? You don't know anything!
I'm a real one that's challenging you. Definitely not.
She's one you proposed to, so
Yeah,
watch out.
tell me down, I'm out of it.
Do you think... So you don't think she overreacted? Do you think that was fair enough?
That was fair enough for her in that situation because, you know, as I said earlier, she's insecure about where she's at in her life and Adam proposed. I think Adam actually is attracted to her. I think she sees him as a friend.
So do you think there was a little element of she was feeling sensitive? It was intended as a joke, though, and she maybe felt a bit sensitive. I'm just trying to skew your opinion.
But was it intended as a joke? Because Adam also showed his vulnerable side. He said, well, you rejected me. So there's lots more going on in there. So
they've all got vulnerable sides.
Absolutely.
And they're all going to do poo-poos on each other, apparently.
And also, she was made to feel like a bitch fool.
Oh.
Fool bitch? Something like that.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Do you know what that means?
How do you think Adam feels in this whole sorry affair?
He's just... Did you see it when he was trying not to laugh when he was sorting things out with Siobhan and she's going like, you've upset me, but we'll... OK, yeah, fine. I don't think he really cares. He's just having fun and kind of bumbling along. And I'm not talking to you. I'm doing all that. I don't think
Treat a mean, keep a keen. Loving it. The duck's loving it.
Really pushing the boundaries.
Well, now there's another rift in the house that I want to talk about. Luke A and Luke S don't seem to have any love for each other. Why do you think that they don't get on?
Well, Luke S and Luke A are completely different. OK, we know about Luke A, that he's going through a reassignment in relation to where he's at. But I think for Luke A, Luke S is just presenting himself as this masculine. I don't think Luke S is an alpha male, because we all say he's an alpha male. An alpha male is someone who the group wants them to lead. I don't think if you spoke to everyone in the Big Brother house, would you want Luke S to lead us? But Luke S is taking on that position. He's ordering all the food, which Luke A should be doing that, because he's a chef.
And he knows what an inventory is rather than an itinerary.
He knows that, which is why he refused to do it this week. Because he wanted to show how much of a control freak Luke S is in that house.
To step back.
And I also think that, you know, Luke S is all about claiming his territory, which is why I think he's gotten himself into this completely fake relationship with Ashley. It's about domination of a female within that house. It would have been any female. It's just Ashley was the most appropriate one. And the one perhaps lacking any real self-control.
How do I know what's going there?
So it really is about playing this alpha male and being the dominant one, dominating the group, dominating the women, and of course that's and having this Hollywood-esque body image of the perfect man.
That's definitely part of it, I think. Luke didn't hold back actually in sharing his feelings in the diary room, so let's have a look.
I don't know if Luke's noticed that I detest him with a passion, and if he's noticed that, then sure, I'm going to be up.
Why do you say you detest him?
Because he's the leader of the gang, the dominating of the house. He wants to be Big Brother. It's like the shopping list was his money, who he was distributing things to. Like, you know, he was doing people's favours. It's the house's money, not Luke S's money.
He wants to control the house, and like I said to Adam, we've been saying that food is the currency in this house. That's all we've got, and the kitchen is like the bank, and it's like he knows that.
They love that expression, food as currency.
Yes.
Benedict, did you realise he felt quite as strongly as that about Luke S?
Yes, because he revealed that to us when we were doing the science, we were the scientists in the laboratory, and I didn't realise it beforehand, and he pointed out things to me, and we saw on the video about how Luke
So that was quite eye-opening.
It was very revealing for me, absolutely. And also just want to say as well, I think Lucas is being extremely insensitive because, I mean, I walked around without my top on a bit, but he walks around without his top on almost all the time.
And you loved a sleeveless hoodie. And some of us find that hard, that don't have arms like you, OK?
But it is insensitive towards Luke, I think.
It
he wants that kind of...
Maybe he doesn't realise. Could that be it?
But do you notice that every time Luke S is walking around Luke A, he becomes more masculine? So they're subconsciously trying to emphasise his masculinity. And Luke A is obviously picking up on that. There's a lot of subconscious things going on between Luke S and Luke A.
Why would Luke S want to do that particularly? Because it feels like Luke S is a more dominant character in there. Why would he want to emphasise that in front of Luke A?
Because obviously Luke A has you know, told everybody what he used to be a woman and now he's a man. So subconsciously Luke S is probably trying to say, well, I am a real man, if there is such a term.
Yeah.
And subconsciously he's walking around, becoming more, trying to present himself in a more muscular way. And that's obviously what Luke A is not about. But even though Luke A has said that he's trying to get himself a bit more masculine.
Yeah.
So it's...
Is there anything that they can do to get on, or is it just not going to happen?
I think we need to be real. You know, they're in Big Brother house. They're unlikely to be friends outside of the house. So it's for us to say they'll be friends. They may not be friends, but it's just getting on. Obviously, Luke A is able to say in the diary room, I really don't like Luke S. I haven't heard Luke S say anything about Luke A. He
hasn't nominated him before, but he's not...
If we vote one that Luke's out, do we still call them Luke A or Luke S?
We have to keep the initial, that's very important.
OK, all right.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see what happens there. But now for the latest in the house, let's talk to Jamie.
Thank you, Alice. I'm here watching over the digital team, making sure they're actually doing some work. They're not really. No, they most definitely are, because they've got you're doing your taxes, aren't you? Because they've got an exclusive clip for you. Aaron has got a few choice words for Lydia and Dina.
It's all weird in here. It's all weird. I just can't stand living with them two anymore, me. She's a fucking fake bitch. She's fake as fuck. She's the most shit-steering, backstabbing ever. I know I'm shit-steering and backstabbing now, but you know, they know. Luke A asked me before. He was like, do you think you and Dina will ever be friends? I'm like, no. Why the fuck would I have a friend like that? Do you know what I mean? She's a fucking ghost. She means absolutely nothing to this house. She doesn't contribute towards it at all.
Ooh, a ghost. Last week we saw the boys and girls in the house prove that they were equally intelligent or equally slow on the uptake, more likely. Let's have a look at how they got on this time on the Bit in the Side pub quiz.
Come on, lads. Come on, lads. Boys will be boys.
Question number 1. Which country this week made it through to the semi-finals of Euro 2012? A. Argentina. B. Portugal. C. Holland.
Portugal.
Do you think so? It's going to be C. Holland. Holland have an unbelievable team. They've got Van Persie up front. Yeah, but Argentina does it in Europe.
Argentina,
I think
Holland,
it's Portugal.
It's going to be Holland. Holland. C. Holland.
Holland. Girls, what's your final answer?
Portugal.
Guess.
Yeah, Portugal, I think.
Yeah.
Which of these is a Charles Dickens book?
Oh, God.
A. Moby Dick. No. B. Charles Dickens' The Lost Years.
Nope.
No.
C. A Child's History of England.
Well, it'll have to be C, won't it?
Think of Matilda. It is Moby Dick. Yeah, because she says Moby Dick by Charles Dickens. Dickinson,
Matilda was the best,
Moby
man.
Dick.
Boys, Big Brother needs a final answer.
No, Moby Dick wasn't. I think B.
Okay, so
C.
What's your final answer?
Moby Dick.
Dick.
Which festival has everyone struggled to get to this week due to adverse weather conditions?
Oh, we were just talking about
A. Glastonbury. B. The Isle of Wight.
Oh.
C. The Taunton Music Dancing Festival.
Was the Isle of Wight?
Do you
or was it
know?
Glastonbury? Oh, Glastonbury's not on. Yeah, Isle of Wight. Yeah.
Taunton, that's in Somerset, just above Devon.
Yeah.
Caroline? Yeah. Okay. Isle of Wight.
Well
please.
done, Caroline. Come on, Caroline.
Okay, we've done too many C's anyway, so
let's change it up.
Question number 4. Who was the leader of the Conservative Party before David Cameron?
Oh, I know this.
A. Michael Howard. B. Michael McIntyre. C. Ron Howard.
Michael McIntyre.
Michael
Howard.
Michael Howard, yeah.
Mark Howard. Mark Howard.
Mark Howard.
It's the first or second one? Michael Howard or Ron Howard? Michael Howard.
First
one, yeah. I think so.
The Olympic torch boarded a steam train in which UK city this week? A. Melton Mowbray. B. Sheffield. Or C. York.
Steam. What was the question?
Somewhere like York would have a steam train, wouldn't it?
It was in Cheshire about 3.5 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh,
So
right,
it must have made its way up.
Must have gone
To York in
through
3.5 weeks.
Yeah. So York.
Let's go for York.
Let's go for York. Sounds like York.
Yeah, York's the nearest to egg.
And finally, what is the correct term for a group of alligators?
Oh. Dangerous.
A. A congregation. B. A flock.
No, it's not a flock.
C. A murder.
A murder.
Murder!
But it wouldn't be a flock of no.
Listen, they are murderers, though. Don't mess with an alligator. That sounds like a gang of murderers. Like, they get murdered.
I don't know.
Can you confirm your final answer?
A congregation of crocodiles.
Housemates, that's the end of the quiz.
It does, Adam, it does.
Thank you.
It's not going to be flock, is it?
What's the prize?
So after round 3, it is still a draw. Will someone eventually take the lead? Find out next week. And join us after the break when Jamie will be chatting to some of our lovely viewers. That's you lot. See you in 4. Welcome back to Bet on the Side. If Big Brother was Europe, we'd probably be a Greek island. Small, absolutely skint, but bang up for it. Time to speak to the masses now. Jamie?
Thank you, Alice. Before we get started, just want to say thank you because the winner of the T-shirt that we gave away last night was Ashley Arman, who tweeted at BBBots, "Need a new T-shirt, please use my current one to wipe up. #proud to masturbate." Well done. Well done. Lovely stuff. It's putting its way to you and we'll get Benedict to sign it. So, I've selected a lucky few viewers to converse with. So, who have we got on line 1, Luke?
We have got Gillian from Paisley.
Gillian, hiding your Italy shirt underneath there. How are we doing, Gillian?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Very good, thank you. What would you like to talk about on this lovely
Okay,
evening?
well, first of all, I actually quite like Lydia. I'm not her #1 fan, but I think that she's fantastic television. People end up voting out all the good housemates like her, you know, with all the drama.
Yeah.
And then we end up with all these boring housemates towards the end. So why not keep her in for a wee while, keep the drama going, because we love to watch her.
It is quite a common occurrence that we get rid of the killer and keep the filler. Do you know?
I know, exactly. And then there's people like Connor and Siobhan who try and stay under the radar, try and be nice to everybody. And they're really boring, and maybe they've actually got a game plan.
Do you think they're just
Oh,
like? Do
yeah.
you think they're like Sergeant Brody in Homeland, and they're going to come in at the last minute with a vest and just take them all out?
Yeah,
Do you watch
I think
Homeland? Sorry to anybody that doesn't watch Homeland. Very good show on a rival channel though, so we can't talk about that. Thank you very much for your call, Gillian. Who we got on line 2?
We've got Emma from London.
Emma from London. Emma. Hello, Emma. How are you?
I'm very well tonight, Jamie. How are you?
I'm good. Oh, hello.
Hello. I do love the way you've got your hair tonight. Very sexy.
Do you? Do you like it?
I do like it. So you can see your cheekbones. And, oh, God, I love the way you strike a pose. Anyway, stop distracting me. I called up to talk about Lydia.
Carry on then.
Stop it. Basically, I agree with the first caller. we do tend to get rid of the best housemates. But the problem is with people like Lydia or Nasty Nick, they don't have a long lifespan. So what we need to do is get the mileage out of her before they vote her off.
To use a Benedict phrase, they tend to shoot the load quite early, don't they?
Exactly, but why not make the most of it? We know it's going to happen, it's inevitable. What we need to do is out her fiancé. The House needs to know who Andy Scott-Lee is.
Do you not think that will just, when that eventually happens, well, the rest of the world need to know who Andy Scott-Lee is, to be fair, but when it actually happens, do you not think it's going to be such a massive letdown? No offence to Andy, lovely bloke, but she's kind of bigged it up a bit too much, don't you think?
No, not a letdown about Andy Scott-Lee. It will be her reaction to them finding out and their reaction to why did she make such a big deal.
Is Benedict there? Can we get Benedict on the screen? Benedict?
Yes, Jamie?
What was your shocking reaction when you found out that her boyfriend was actually the Andy Scott-Lee?
This was my reaction.
Do you see what I mean? But I do take your point. Thank you for your call, Emma, and I'm glad you like the hair.